to Fabinho.
Yeah, he ignored the launch, Alisson, and went for something. Oh, he's in trouble.
I think we've got a serious injury. That's, I don't think, very good at all.
My name is Humphrey Luvumbi. I'm the last born in my family of 5. I've got Haemophilia A. I had a normal childhood, so I used to play football. I was a full-on athlete. I'd run, do the races, but my favorite sport was football by that time. Then one day when I was playing football, I fell down and hurt my knee. As a footballer, injuries are part of the game. But when it took over a week to heal, I started wondering what is up with me. So my mother took me to a physiotherapist, who upon assessment noticed there's no improvement to the leg. So he advised us to go for an X-ray. I was booked in for surgery in Mombasa Hospital. That was now my first surgery. That's when now I knew I had hemophilia, because now my mother now talked to me about it, and the doctors also told me about it. After the 4th operation, we were advised by a doctor that we should look into this an operation. They called it a knee replacement. For me, I can't stretch the leg, and because I can't stretch the leg, I can't step down. In 2018, I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis. So from time to time, I have arthritis attacks. So I'm usually on medication, but there was a time it put me down for 7 months. It got to a point that I had to use a wheelchair. So you can imagine the struggle of you're born normal, walking very well, you got injured, started using one crutch to 2 crutches, to a point now I was using a wheelchair for that period where it's almost 7 months. I've been using crutches for 17 years, and in this span, I can't really place on how many crutches I've used, but the first thing I usually think of are usually my crutches. I don't even think of how I'm going to start the day. It's usually the crutches, because that's the first thing I reach out for. Because it's first the crutches, fill them, then is when I can maybe get out from my bed and start my day. I've noticed after 1-2 years, the crutches usually have developed cracks. I've had to replace crutches several times. And you can try to imagine, it's something that I need. I can say I'm fortunate because at least I can get crutches. What about that person who can't afford changing out the crutches? And as I've told you, we need crutches after 2-3 years, we need to replace them. During high school, that's when I started writing, because it got to a point where the challenges of going to school, at times with the swellings, at times some students maybe don't understand, at times teachers or people would ask you many questions. It came to a time that I was going through a lot. So I felt writing was like an escape of some sort. Though in my mind I was telling myself I was writing out of passion. So I started writing poems. I write shairis, I compose songs, I sing. Then I also continued sketching. I also do novels and short stories. It got into a point, poetry for me, it's a lifestyle. So having something that engages you really helps in terms of also in the pain management, and having something that keeps you going. And for the stories held between the pain, the stories I withhold myself from writing, let them be worth those invisible pages, pages only seen on my face on the cold nights. And for the stories mad with pain, the stories that tell my life story, let them help me rewrite a future of pages only told in my pictures. And for the stories inspired by pain, the stories hard to retell every day, let them be a blessing for me, so that generations don't have to feel. For my life is a story that will be retold, an account of my life that people would believe, for there's so little you've seen between my words, little that I let out from the clasp of my lips.